What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead and do a discussion about Negan and how long he may be around for. Spoiler warning if you're not up to date about the show, the comics, because we're going to talk about both. Negan in the comic and the show up to season 7, really all of season 7 and beyond. So I don't want to ruin it for you. If you don't want to know, stop watching now, because, Negan is a big character and I don't want to give too much away. Like I said, spoiler warning about the comic and the show. Here we go. For the Walking Dead fans who cannot stand Negan, there is good news and bad news. First, the bad news, or good news for fans who like Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan, from Morgan's own mouth. In the show, I want to say we're at issue 104 or 105, something like that. So you can see now, if you do that math, that technically Negan would be around for at least 4 years if the show were to go that long, based on the comic, if they recreate the comic on the show like they've been doing this entire season. And season 7 has been the most comic closely related show there is to the series so far. They did a lot of stuff from the comics and replicated on the show, some good, some bad, some has transferred over pretty well. A lot of it has. Negan's got to be watered down because he can't curse and be the true Negan, so we get watered down Negan, and I think it's hindering him a lot. But they're doing a lot more stuff from the show of Negan that they can, and he can't curse, but he can gut people like this with Spencer, which was pretty awesome. So I like to see as much as they can push the envelope, even though they cut down the gore and the craziness of the violence they said. But this was pretty good. The Negan Spencer gut scene was pretty awesome, and so I don't know where they're going with Negan. I mean, we're going to talk about the comic book stuff going forward, because Negan is a big person in the comic and the show too. I mean, he's a polarizing character. He's over the top charisma. We got finally Rick getting his balls back against Negan to go fight Negan or develop a plan to fight Negan. Now, Negan is going to be around into season 8. Negan's going to be the villain for a long time into season 8, maybe even beyond, because of various reasons. But he's in the finale. Check out this video on our channel if you want to see more about what he did and other information about it. But like I said, Negan is in the comics today. He's going to be in the latest comic. He was in the latest comic that was published, and he's going to be in the last part of the Whisperer War. Comes out in January 2017. So Negan is in the comic, alive and well. But they can change whatever they want on the show, from the comic to the show, and the show, can be altered. Of course, the comic books didn't have Norman Reedus, so maybe that will make a difference, right? It's hard to believe that if Norman Reedus as Daryl Dixon wanted someone dead, it would take years for it to happen. Still, Negan will almost certainly survive season 7 and beyond. So in the comics, let's talk comic book stuff that is yet to occur on the show and highly likely to occur on the show, because it's a huge storyline and basically has to happen. I mean, at the end of season 7 is most likely to be March to War, with season 8 starting All Out War. I can't wait for this. There's certain things that I hope get replicated, and they should, especially because why not? Jesus kicking the crap out of Negan to save the group from a second lineup and more deaths. And it kind of sets the tone into season 8. The survivors end the season 7 with some victories against Negan, setting up for all-out war. Like it sounds, all-out war. It's going to be Negan and the Saviors versus Hilltop, Kingdom, and the survivors. And Negan's just having his epic speech there. The Saviors are like, what? And then Negan's like, we're going to war. And that'll probably be how season 7 ends in the season 8. I really hope they put this part in there too. I don't know when they might throw it in there, but just Rick pointing at his gun there. Then in season 8, we're going to have Rick versus Negan, where they battle it out. People are going to die, people are going to lose, people are going to do whatever, but, basically Negan versus Rick. Now, Rick does not kill Negan. He just hurts him. He also wants to save him after they fight. Like this. You save his life. That's what Rick is all about. And it's almost like, man, what the frick? Just kill Negan, right? That's where I don't know if they're going to continue that on the show or not. I think all that's going to happen up to the fight where Negan and Rick do it. Now, this guy right here, yes, that's a jail cell, and that is Negan, because there's a time lapse after the fight, and that's probably the end of season 8, or maybe the second part of season 8, and Negan is in the jail cell. Now, if you know the jail cell, we saw it, recently in there. Negan's pretty funny in the jail cell, and Negan gets funnier at certain parts later on in the series too, or in the comic. So we saw the jail cell when Morgan was building it. So that was huge, right? Because that sets up the whole Negan getting caught, getting captured, and stay alive. Because I can see them doing this, and that might piss people off, though. I think people want Negan dead, especially fans of the show, fans of Maggie, Abraham, Glenn. They need vengeance, right? But I could see Morgan's like, you don't have to kill him. Don't do it. And you'd be like, people are like, shut up, Morgan. Let Rick do it. So I don't know if they're going to be that. What's going to be more satisfying? Do you want Rick to kill Negan? Do you want Negan alive? Do you want him burned? Do you want him killed? Do you want him maimed? You know, big stuff happens with him down the line in the comics, especially with Lucille and Beta or whatever. Just look how huge Beta is. That needs to be a huge character and casting of a great, big physical person. And Beta for the Whispers. If you don't know who that is, we'll talk about the Whispers in many other videos. But Negan, no, after something happens with Lucille, basically, I don't want to give everything away, but what do you think should happen to Negan? Do you think he should die? He should live? He should be buried? He should be burned? He should have Lucille shoved up his ass? What do you think should happen to Negan? I don't know what they want to do, because in the comics, it's kind of set that he stays alive for a long time, and he actually helps the group in various ways, but I don't know if that's going to be satisfying enough for people. I think people want this. I think he want his head bashed in, Rick to shoot him, crossbow, like every which way possible, Maggie to get a couple licks in, like just to take Negan out. I don't know if that'll be good television or whatever, but I think that would be a huge difference on the show versus that. And I don't even know what I want. I don't even know if I want Negan to this, but I like this picture. So there you go, guys. Let us know what you think. What would you want to happen to Negan? Death? Alive? Captured? Wounded? Severely beat up? I don't know. Burned? Buried? But check out our Walking Dead community page, guys. Links are in the description. Join the group. All are welcome. Be eligible for some contests we're doing. As always, you guys are awesome. And let us know what do you think should happen to Negan.